Welcome to the channel, Luis Bedoya. I'm going to show you a house in Seminole unincorporated that we are on the contract with one of our investors. This house is going for $400,000 right now, and we are in a cul-de-sac in unincorporated Seminole. Again, one of the nicest areas. I don't know why, but I love this community, and you are 5 minutes away from the beach. So if you're somebody who likes being in the water, this is an excellent location. The drive can be a little bit difficult when you're trying to get to St. Pete downtown or Tampa area because you have so much land to cover before you get to the highway. But anyways, let's take a look at it. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot, 2-car garage. And we're trying to get a sense of what the house looks like. So we definitely need to do a new door, paint the exterior, and even though this roof is supposed to be newer, at least we can see that the soffit and the fascia looks pretty worn down. So that's something that we're gonna need to reconsider. We obviously want to do some landscaping. This is a 1,300 square foot lot, so it's a much bigger space, but a lot of that space is going to be at the front of the house, so you're not gonna get to see it or use it at the back of the house unless you bring maybe a fence to cover it up and make it private. So that being said, this is a very typical Seminole layout. You got a kitchen behind this wall, so this would be a great space for us to cover it up and create a bedroom right here. So you walk into the house, you have a hallway, and we obviously want to see how much of this we can open up. All right, so let's just go ahead and take this direction, and we have a guest bedroom here. So let's call this bedroom number 1. As you can see, we need new windows as well. I mean, they feel good, but man, this place is pretty worn down. Okay, very old fence, very deep gut. Everything has to go in here, doors, fans. But I'm curious if we can salvage these windows. I mean, they're dirty, but the window itself is pretty nice. So those are things that we can consider to see if we can save money. We need to do a retexture. We don't want to have the house with this texture. And I can now smell that somebody smoked in this house pretty heavily, especially in this room. So those are things that are not gonna be anymore once we get it done and ready. Man, that toilet looks awful. So we gotta gut this whole thing out, remodel it, bring a new everything. This may be something that we can hold on to. And the top, this looks like it was repaired more recently. So that's great. And obviously a new vanity, new paint job, new floors throughout the whole entire house. So this is sort of like the living space with the 2 bedrooms, a few closets, and the bathroom behind me. You got the living room here. So this is something that we're gonna see how much we can take out, for sure. A lot of drywall and studs. So a lot of this can be opened up so that when you get inside the house, you can see the whole house, okay? So kitchen, gotta rebuild the whole kitchen all over again, bring new cabinets. None of this can be held on to. They've already removed most of the appliances. Could be a possibility where we have some extra cabinets and extra desk area over here, because at the same time we got to figure out where we're going to put the stove and the fridge. I'm not sure if those two are going to be right next to each other once we get rid of all this. So this is another spot on the house that we get to rearrange. Okay, this actually looks really good. I might have to make sure that I chat with the contractor and see if there's anything that we can salvage here. That doesn't look so good. And then this needs to be replaced, but the water heater might be in working conditions. And this is something that we can add to the house, convert it into a living space. It's roughly about 450 square feet. And then this panel looks really well. So that's a good thing. Upgraded panel. Looks like the electric has been done. Not sure if it's all done by an actual electrician. Sometimes people hire handymen, people that know electricians, but they don't do things up to codes. And you can see that this is an older pump for the irrigation system. Those are things that we want to make sure that are operating in the house so that we can make the landscape of the house look very luscious and green. You got little Mr. Ducky out there. Get rid of this, tear it all down, bring this space into the kitchen area, into living room. So it's actually gonna look nice because you walk here from a hallway once we set up a bedroom here, and you're gonna have a dining area and a game room, living room space out here. Now the question will be exactly where we mount a television in this house once we do that. So that's something that we gotta kind of rearrange before we set up that area, because right now that television should go up there. Very common TV room with you know, sofas. So if you put a dining table here, where else in the house are we setting up a TV? Maybe up there. Won't be, you know, the best case scenario, but we'll think about it. Before I get to the exterior of the house, and I know I gotta be mindful of everyone's time here, we got the master bedroom. So it's a little bit oversized. That's very nice, with a walk-in closet. And then you have here a master bathroom. So obviously, I mean, as nice as this looks, I've never taken a shower like this, but this has to be completely gutted out. We get rid of that. Not sure what to do about this texture, probably not stain. I get the sense they wanted to go with a rustic vibe. And this might be enough space for a double vanity, a tight double vanity, so we'll see how that fits us. All right, not really much to see here, and not sure if this is something that can be opened up. The HVAC should be up there, the air ducts, okay? All right, so now we need new windows throughout the whole house, and we need new sliding glass doors, as you probably already noticed. These are the difficult parts of my videos, when I have to open up sliding glass doors and the mechanism is all rusted and really, you know, difficult to open up. Okay, so this pool used to have an enclosure that's been removed. That actually saves us some money, otherwise we'll have to do that. And those are French drains that we need to repair, resurface. And there, I know that we're doing some decking around this pool, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be over here or around the pool. I always forget what the name is for those tiles that go around the pool. I called it the trim, but it's actually a different name. I can't remember right now. But I like the pool, L-shaped pool, very nice, very large. This is great for a short-term rental business. Another thing is we don't necessarily have large trees other than what's on the neighbor's side. So it's not any trees are, you know, these are encroaching onto us. So we're gonna clean that up, clean this up. Great. Fence. So again, if we move these fence forward, we're gonna gain all of that space. That is what I was kind of referring to, that right now you can't really feel or see the extra space. And that's actually a nice little tree, interesting shape to it. We're gonna resurface all of this. Now I don't mean the pool, I mean the exterior of the pool. We're gonna clean up the surface of the pool so it looks nice, bright and fresh. We're gonna come in and do a full vinyl fence so that we bring all the privacy necessary for this house. And yeah, we were debating whether or not we can save the roof, and I'm seeing why the shingles, they look pretty bad. Let me just kind of do an extended take that I always do. Okay, so based on that take, we can see that it's probably not good. Pool equipment looks good, and I knew this AC was newer, so I just got to make sure that whatever we got going on in the HVAC is something that we can either keep or not. I'm gonna put a new fence over here so that we don't see our neighbors. I'm sure that they all agree to have this sort of visibility type thing going on. Not gonna be good for the business. And so far, that's it. That's the whole house right there. 13,000 square foot lot. You get most of the space here. There's a slope over here, so I'm sure maybe at some point there might be some water puddling. Not sure if there's enough drainage over there. I think there's a drain right here, yes. So as long as you keep this clean and unclogged, you know, all the water should flow out into the sewer, which is, there's also a sewer access right there. All right, hope you like this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.